Hello. The 282nd day of the heroic resistance of the Ukrainian people to a Russian military large-scale invasion continues. During the current day, the Russian invaders carried out 13 airstrikes on the positions of our troops along the contact line, for missile strikes on civilian objects in the cities of Dnipro and Zaporizhia, the settlement of Zhirikhin in the Zaporizhia Oblast, and the city of Kostiantynivka in Donetsk Oblast. Also, the enemy launched more than 10 MLRS attacks on the civilian infrastructure of Kherson, Antonivka, and the positions of our troops along the contact line. There is still a threat of missile strikes by invaders on the objects of the energy system and critical infrastructure throughout the territory of Ukraine. In the Volyn and Polisia directions, the situation has not changed significantly. There are no signs of the formation of offensive groups of the enemy not found. In the Siversky direction, the enemy carried out mortar and artillery attacks on the settlements of Hremyak and Hai in Chernihiv Oblast and Novovasilivka, Kodyn, Vovkivka, Unikivka, and Zapsilia in Sumy Oblast. In the direction of Slobozansk, areas of the settlements of Huriev, Vetrinarin, Kozacha Lopan, Vysoka Yaruga, Plybok, Ohertseve, Vovchansk, Bochkov, Budarki, and Bolohivka of the Kharkiv Oblast were hit by mortars, barrel, and rocket artillery. The enemy is defending in the Kupiansk direction. The areas of the settlements of Berestov, Vishnev, Dvorikna, Kislivka, Kotlyarivka, and Tabaivka in the Kharkiv Oblast and Novoselivsk and Stelmakivka in the Luhansk Oblast were shelled. It also carried out airstrikes near Kislivka and Novoselivsk. In the Lyman and Bakhmut areas, the enemy continues to focus its main efforts on conducting offensive operations. Objects in the areas of Ploshenka, Makiivka, and Terny settlements of Luhansk Oblast and Verkhnyo-Kamiansk, Spern, Bilohorivka, Soldar, Bakhmutsk, Bakhmut, Klishchivka, Kurdyamivka, New York, and Opatny in Donetsk Oblast were shelled by the entire spectrum of artillery. In the Avdiivka direction, the enemy is trying to improve the tactical position. Objects in the Avdiivka, Vodiane, Krasnohorivka, Mariinka, and Novomykhailivka districts of the Donetsk Oblast were hit by artillery fire of various types. The occupiers are conducting defensive operations in the Novopavlovsk direction. Fired from mortars, barrel, and rocket artillery in Volodar, Pavlivka, and Prechestivka districts of Donetsk Oblast. Enemy airstrikes were also recorded near Volodar. In the direction of Zaporizhia, the enemy is strengthening advanced positions and leading the defense. Areas of Vermivka settlements of Donetsk Oblast were affected by fire. Dorozhnyanka, Zahern, Zeliznikhin, Orahiv, Novoandrivka, Mali Sherbaki and Kamiansk in Zaporizhia, and Nikopol and Shalikov in Dnipropetrovsk Oblast. The enemy is defending in the Kherson direction. Artillery shelled settlements located on the right bank of the Dnipro River, in particular, Zoloda Baka, Havrilivka, Kachkarivka, Ivanivka, Inyulits, Mykolsk, Darivka, Molodizn, Zelenivka, and Dniprovsk of the Kherson Oblast. Also, the occupiers do not stop terrorizing the civilian population in Kherson and its suburbs with shelling. In the settlement of Mykolivka, located in the temporarily occupied territory of the Zaporizhia Oblast, the enemy, in order to accuse the defense forces of Ukraine of destroying civilian infrastructure, set fire to the building of the Vmykhailivsk Higher Professional School. The enemy continues to suffer losses. Thus, on December 1st of this year, it was confirmed that the area where the enemy's manpower was concentrated in the temporarily occupied territory of the Zaporizhia region, near the settlement of Kamiansk, was damaged by fire. The occupiers lost up to 100 wounded. In addition, on the same day, an enemy helicopter was shot down in the Kupian district of the Kharkiv Oblast. Between November 30th and December 1st, up to 70 bodies of dead occupiers were delivered to the city of Horlivka, Donetsk Oblast, as a result of hostilities in the Bakhmut direction. During the current 24 hours, the Ukrainian aviation made 8 strikes on the areas of concentration of personnel, weapons, and military equipment, 2 strikes on the positions of the enemy's anti-aircraft missile systems, as well as a strike on his platoon base. The units of missile troops and artillery of the defense forces hit 5 control points, the position of enemy air defense equipment, 2 ammunition depots, 9 areas of concentration of personnel and military armament and techniques, and 4 other important enemy objects. I support the armed forces. Together we will win. Glory to Ukraine. Let's keep in touch.